GM, Crypto News Now is here, August 17th. Good Sunday. Let's talk about these markets today. Currently, Bitcoin, it is at 118K. It is pretty much chilling. There's a slight pump today on Sunday with Ethereum actually leading a little bit, which is pretty interesting to see. What I will comment on in terms of this is that bands turned green again on Ethereum on the 4-hour, and liquidation heat map wise, there's a lot of shorts opening on this. I was talking about this in the last video. I was biased that we would go to 4180 strictly because of this liquidation heat map and because the bands are red on this token, but now we're seeing people trying to short this move. So what I actually think is probable now, and I changed my mind even with this green bands, that Ethereum could actually probably, I'm more biased for it to actually retest the all-time highs again, 4,800, before we see any sort of choppy movement. It could be possible that we have already bottomed here at around 4,400 and it doesn't have to retest this line, and then more people are going to try to short the move as it goes higher and higher, and they'll just get stopped out. So I think that's pretty possible here on Ethereum. Bitcoin, it's most likely going to continue just to chop around here for a bit. But I don't know. I do think at some point it's going to have to retest 110 and 112K. It doesn't have to be right now. It could just go higher first and then lower later. But yeah, that's kind of my current bias on the markets right now. So the news is that we'll probably see higher before lower, strictly because of this price action, right? And Solana here also supported with, it's probably going to go higher, especially since the bands are green again. And I don't know, maybe there will be like a fucking crazy rally and Bitcoin just goes back up to the highs, and then Ethereum and Solana just go straight to the moon. So if we do see an insane move, Solana is going straight to like 250 or something. That would be beautiful. Bitcoin dominance is still grinding lower, so still in alt season. And yeah, artist chart grind higher as well, looking quite beautiful. In terms of the altcoins, what I will say is that there's a Link token that is going bonkers today, up 15%. I don't know, maybe this is going to be a new rally for this token. I'm not really sure. If you were going to look at that trend line, it is currently doing that. I don't know what this token really does. I think it's like a 2021 token, but it's going a lot higher. I'm keeping my eyes on this. I have to do some research, but yeah, we could see a crazy fucking Link rally, especially what's going on here right now. So I don't give price targets on this token. I don't know, man. But that's my update on that. In terms of altcoins, currently what's strong today is the virtuals ecosystem. So they're pumping a little bit today. I'm not really sure why. I think that relatively this is the bottom around here for virtuals, so it could be that virtuals is actually finally bottomed down here and we could see some insane moves on this. I don't know where it would go, but if it's bullish to here, then we will see something beautiful like that. I don't know if it's going to make all-time highs, virtual is, but it could make a lower high overall, but that would be an insane rally to catch. So a lot of these other altcoins on the virtuals ecosystem, like game, assuming virtuals goes much higher and this is bottom, then we could see some insane rallies on these tokens. So yeah, a lot of them are kind of chilling. ETH betas, some of them are up like Zora. So yeah, these are in response to the Ethereum move being higher today. If Ethereum does go higher because of these short squeezes, then expect the other betas to go much higher as well. So that's kind of what I have to update on Solana memes. I was talking about these three meme coins, Frick token, Gomu, and Poise. Well, they still look fine. Nothing too much. I'm personally holding these for many weeks, and I don't really expect them to do their moves like today, but I think they will be fine. Even when I was looking at the charts for them, the green bands are green on them, so they're still trending upwards. Gomu as well, and Poise is a bit more of a gamble, but yes. So that's what I'm saying here. So let's talk about some tweets. This is a tweet about virtuals, and he's giving his bull case for it, where I want to look into it and give my own thoughts on it, but it's assuming that virtuals is bottomed here and we could see an actual insane fucking rally on this, and it would be not a bad idea to position yourself for this. But here's a bull case for virtuals IO heading into the greatest ETH run we have ever seen. As ETH punches past all-time highs and reaches price discovery, TradFi will ape into anything with a pulse. Virtuals is the leading crypto AI agent ecosystem, already on Grayscale's top 20 crypto list to watch. TradFi apes into virtual, blindly sending top agents with it. Virtual start making its way to $10. AXBT breaks 3 billion, and Mickey Malka finally comes out with Beer, which smashed it past 1 billion. Game, XR, Arbus, Swam, and many others also go virtual fit. I don't know if it's going to go to $10, but The ACP narrative catches Bloomberg and CNBC mentions along Google, Meta, OpenAI, and Elon. Web2 speculators scream decentralized, interoperable to pump their bags. Timeline turns euphoric. Tokens move nonstop. Virtual's ecosystem blasts through 50 billion, and now you have a choice to hold on to the unknown and retire bloodline. Bear case, the same thing, just without pulp culture catching fire. Either way, TradFi's AI gold rush sends virtual, and you'll be glad you stayed. So this is a bold post on virtuals, of course, and what he is saying is right with virtuals, where virtuals is the society of AI agents. We know in AI, like the narrative overall with the corporate companies, is that AI is going to be the largest shift in narrative for pretty much everything, right? Everything is going to change. The whole fucking world is going to change because of AI. And virtuals is pretty much a leading ecosystem in crypto that you can speculate on. And we know in crypto, it's the value, the price is more on people's perception of the utility of the token than the utility itself. And Virtuals does actually have some use cases, right, where they are supporting a lot of these AI agents on their ecosystem. There's a lot of fucking of them, but he has given a very good point that narratively it's very good. Price action wise, it seems like it's about to bottom here, so it could be we will see an insane virtuals rally soon. So it's not a bad idea. I mean, if you look at the RSI, well, yeah, it's a little bit stronger today. So I think it's pretty possible this could actually do something quite wonderful. And there is the other narratives. There's more narrative potential where people can speculate on it much more highly. And we're seeing a decent bounce on it again because of Ethereum. So I just think that there is a decent probability it is bottomed here and it will make its way higher. I don't know how high it will go. $10, what he's saying. I don't know, man. But bear case, what I will say for the bear case is that it never really catches a bid because maybe, I don't know. I think virtuals, they have their own issues with their weird acts with Luna and Bonk launch pads and the porn apps that they're essentially shilling out. But I'm guessing TradFi wouldn't really care too much about it and they just want to bid on something and speculate on something. So assuming that we do get an Ethereum crazy fucking rally to 10K, like 10K is very consensus on crypto Twitter. Chart wise, it is decently possible, but I think like 5-6K is more realistic on Ethereum. Assuming we do go up there, then yeah, virtuals at $10 is could be possible. But yeah, I just want to give my own thoughts on this. I will be looking a bit more into virtuals, but it might be time to finally start bidding virtuals again because it just seems bottomed here. So yeah, and let us look at this. Trading is 10% buying, 10% selling, 80% waiting. Markets reward those who wait, not those who chase easy gains. Very, very important. Where in these markets, well, the buying and the selling are like small time frames of that, but a lot of the money is made from waiting on the trade, right? Because like even when I'm talking about these other altcoins, you can buy them right now. It takes like a minute or two, but then you have to wait until they do their moves, and then you make the money doing that, sitting on your hands. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm saying in this video. Not much else to talk about in this video. Pretty short one. It's just a Sunday, nothing that much to talk about, except that virtual seems to be bottom here, just based off price action and narrative-wise and how it's finally starting to bounce a bit here. I think it's definitely within the realms of possibilities of doing something insane here. But yeah, I've talked about virtuals a lot in this channel, and it could be time for virtuals to have its run again. But yeah, my bias again is that probably decent chance that Ethereum will actually retest the highs here, especially that people are opening short squeezes on this, and there's a lot of liquidity going up here, which means people are putting a stop losses there, and liquidity likes to hunt them. So if that happens, Ethereum's going even way higher. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm saying in this video. I'll see you guys.